Good morning, everybody. Grab you a cup of coffee. We will be beginning an extended live stream. Lots to talk about today. Lots of exciting things to talk about today. So, we got 50 degrees this morning here in Clinton, Missouri. Beautiful sunshine. It's going to be a fabulous day today. Let's utilize the chat this morning. Let me know if you're in here watching the stream. We are going to have a short version, so to speak. I know a lot of people are getting ready to head to church. I actually have till around 10 a.m., so I've got a little bit more time, but we'll have kind of a quick recap at the beginning, and then we'll go in a little bit more detail and some other topics as we go through the stream this morning. Good morning, Billy Bob. So you're seeing up here on the screen just kind of a reminder. We are the Henry County Emergency Management and myself are going to be putting on a severe weather seminar on March 6th at 7 p.m. over at the Benson Center here in Clinton, Missouri. It is open to everybody. You don't have to live just in Henry County to attend, but if you can show proof of residency that you are a citizen here in Henry County, we have worked up a grant for Henry County to be able to obtain a free weather radio to take home with you. So that's exciting. I hope that other emergency management offices can do the same. So as we go into springtime, so that's pretty exciting. We would like for you to call or email to get registered, and the numbers are right down here at the bottom of this picture. And it is also posted in our Facebook group as well. So it's not necessarily going to be a storm spotter class, but basically we're going to be talking about clouds and cloud formations, how to interpret radar, how radar works, and how to interpret it on your apps and on your computer. We'll be talking basic terminology, some definitions that you hear, maybe the local forecaster on TV or the radio. We will have some storm safety, including some apps and some devices that are must-have. And then we'll have a question and answer period. I am going to have a couple of special guests that will be there as well, so that's exciting. So I invite everybody to come out on March 6th, 7 o'clock at the Benson Center. I will be leading the severe weather seminar. We will be having a presentation on the big screen. And of course, we'll have some pamphlets and some great information for you to be able to take home. Good morning, Jacqueline. Kent and Deb, good morning. Janet, good morning. So I want to start off, for those that don't have a whole lot of time to spend with us this morning, I do want to just start off with an updated forecast, and then we will go into detail on that forecast as we go deeper into the live stream. So the update for right now, we've got today beautiful 75 sunny degrees. Tomorrow we're going to have 78 degrees. Wind is going to start picking up tomorrow, guys. So I know a lot of farmers out there, they want to put some anhydrous on, put some fertilizer in the ground. But keep in mind, Monday and Tuesday, very windy. So that's likely going to put a hamper in your plans there. But 78 sunshine degrees on Monday, 82 degrees and sunshine for Tuesday. I just noticed a spelling. It's going to be wind day on Sunday or on Tuesday. Wind day. It's going to be very windy. So now Tuesday night, that's what we've been following here over the last week or so. So very, very strong powerhouse of a system that will be coming across our area on Tuesday night. This will probably likely be well after dark. The temperatures will definitely be crashing down through the night. Right here in west central Missouri, so far, everything is pointing to a very strong cap that will be in place as this front moves in. Basically, we have a warm mass and we've got a cold mass. Typically, that means clouds, rain, precipitation, and this time of year, severe storms. However, as that air begins to rise, it hits a pocket of warmer air at a few thousand feet above our heads. When that happens, that air can't rise anymore to form any clouds or precipitation. That's exactly what's happening right here in west central Missouri. Now, as that front moves through west central Missouri and has passed us, the cap will begin to erode down in southwest and southeast Missouri. They stand a better chance to see severe weather and precipitation from this. There is a slight chance that we might not see any rainfall out of this, but our temperatures will definitely be crashing down. So we also Wednesday morning will see a chance to see some wintry precip, maybe some sleet, maybe some snow showers. Right now, it's not looking like any kind of measurable precip or anything that's going to cause any kind of road condition problems out there for the morning commute, but it's definitely something that has been bouncing back and forth, and just a little bit of precipitation Wednesday morning, because we are going to be so cold, could cause problems. So I am definitely keeping my eye on this over the next 48, 72 hours, and we'll be updating as we go. So we will have a low of 22 degrees on Tuesday night, going from 82 to 22. So we're looking at a 60-degree swing between Tuesday and Tuesday night. Unbelievable. So Wednesday, we're only going to have a high of 35. We're going to have some sunshine breakout after the chance for some winter precip early that morning. Sunshine will be out. That would be the saving grace, but only 35 degrees. Wednesday night, 21 degrees for the low. And then we start that slow rebound on Thursday, sunny and 55 degrees. Now, right now, it's looking like we're going to kind of have an up and down temperature swing for the next about 7 to 8 days. We also have 2 or 3 storm systems that are poised to come through west central Missouri here in the next week. So we got a lot of action that's going to be going on here in west central Missouri starting Tuesday night, and we will go into detail on exactly what is going on. And first, I would like to take a look at what's going on above our heads at about 18,000 feet. This is the 500 millibar chart. This is where you can see where the jet streams are. You can see where those upper level winds are that are steering all of these storm systems. Right now we have a split flow, meaning we have the northern jet stream, we've got a southern jet stream. So as I put this into motion, we will see that storm system come through for Tuesday into Wednesday. And that's this little burger right here. Now it's not quite as impressive as what it was showing over the last week, but it's still going to be enough to create some havoc down here in southeast Missouri and down in Dixie. So as we go through, you notice it really starts to get its act together. These here very, very strong winds, probably 40 to 50 mile an hour sustained winds at the surface out here in parts of Ohio and Pennsylvania and Indiana. And then we begin that warm up. Remember, that's called a ridge. So when we have a ridge, we have sinking air and a huge warm up. That's what we're seeing right here. And it will be moving across west central Missouri. Now remember, any place that you see a dip or a trough, that's a storm system. That's a low pressure system. So that is what's associated with storms and rain. And this is associated with the ridge with sunshine and warmer temperatures. So just a brief recap of what we're looking at right here. So we put this into motion. We're still underneath that ridge here in Missouri. And then we have another trough right here. And you see it spinning. And we'll go ahead and put this back into motion. This is going to be around the 5th. And we see we're going to catch the tail end, likely of some precipitation here in west central Missouri as that front continues to move off to the east. So we'll likely see an area of precipitation form right in here from that low pressure system. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that as well. Oops, I just went fast forward on me. So, and then we get closer to that 8th to 10th, then all the attention turns to this dip right here. This could be a big rain producer, maybe some severe storms for west central Missouri, right around between the 8th and the 10th. And the LRC has picked up on that too. I had that down on my calendar, that the 8th through the 11th to be an active period for possibly severe weather and or heavy rain. So I will definitely be watching the model runs and the data as we get closer to that time frame, and as it begins to pull out here into the Midwest and west central Missouri. So this is what's going to be it's actually going to be a negative tilt trough, which won't confuse anybody. But if you see that low pressure spinning counterclockwise, it's tilted like this. So, you know, if you're over the area that's tilted like this, that's positive. Typically, your stronger systems, the more precipitation is going to be coming out of a negatively tilt trough. So we will have that in play as we get closer to the 10th as well. So lots of stuff going on. Now we're looking at the steering winds above us. Now let's take a look here at what we're looking at a little bit closer to the surface as far as precipitation goes. So switching over here to Weather Bell. And as we go into the 27th, Tuesday into Wednesday, notice there's some rain showers that begin to develop. There's likely that this area right in here in southwest Missouri, it doesn't look all that impressive here because this is we're looking a few days out, but there's likely going to be some thunderstorms. Some of them could be severe down here in southwest Missouri, southeast Missouri. So definitely keeping our eye on that. Now notice where that low pressure system is right here. You guys remember me telling you in the past that that's really kind of in that happy zone where we would normally see a bunch of precipitation, and we would. And we would have a shot for some severe weather. But because we have another factor in there, that cap that's keeping everything at bay for West Central Missouri. At least that's how it's looking right now. And then as we move forward, notice that rain snow line as it begins. That 540 line is right here. That's that freezing line. And as we push through, that cap still stays in place. The cap works in both severe weather and for just normal precipitation because clouds can't form. If clouds can't form, you can't have precipitation. So that cap is going to be very strong here in West Central Missouri. So our snow potential is rather low. Our severe weather is rather low for the potential. But the cold air is definitely gonna be sinking all the way down into Texas and Arkansas. So it's a very deep low. We're just not going to see a whole lot of precipitation here in West Central Missouri. But there's always little curveballs out there, and that's the reason why I need to keep a close eye on this. If that level of warm air that's above our heads a few thousand feet begin to erode, what they call breaking the cap, we could see some thunderstorms here in West Central Missouri on Tuesday night. So I am not completely ruling the threat for severe thunderstorms or thunderstorms from West Central Missouri. Obviously, Benton County, Pettis County, and St. Clair County stands a little bit better chance to seeing some marginally severe weather on Tuesday night. But right now, according to the models, we're going to be so under such a strong cap, it's just really hard for me to see much going on right here in West Central Missouri. I am going to bring over the Storm Prediction Center. This is their severe probability right now. They have most of West Central Missouri in just a general thunderstorm area. No severe weather. But for parts of Pettis, St. Clair, Benton County, you're right on the outskirts of that marginal risk for severe storms. And notice down here in southeast Missouri, going on up into Illinois, Indiana, that's where this will likely be moved to a enhanced risk as we get closer to Tuesday. That looks like a bullseye, but this has swayed south, north, east, west over the last 2 or 3 days. So it's this thing is really wobbling. So don't want to completely discount no severe storms here in West Central Missouri for Tuesday night, but it does look right now that the threat is going to be well off to the southeast of West Central Missouri. But and again, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up with very little precipitation, if any at all, with this. Just a big temperature change. So that is something that I will be keeping a close eye on here over the next 2 or 3 days, and update, of course, accordingly. So let's take a look at temperatures. So we put the whole U.S. here in the map as we head into that. So at Monday we're going to have beautiful temperatures. And then, of course, 75, 78, near 80 degrees here for Tuesday afternoon. And then, of course, you can see exactly where that cold front is lined up right here. And as it pushes to the southeast, then obviously our temperatures are going to come crashing down in a hurry Tuesday night. Winds are going to change. it's gonna feel even colder than what it is because that wind is gonna be howling, and we just got done with the 80-degree temperature through the day. So definitely be prepared for a very sudden onset of cold temperatures. So, and then of course as we move through the day, our temperature 24 Kansas City, 26 in Jeff City, 29 in Springfield. And we don't warm up very far until we get to about Friday. We start to see that ridge. Remember, we were talking about that ridge moving east across the Midwest. That's when we start to see that nice warm up as we head into next weekend. So right now looking very, very nice for next weekend. In the 60s and 70s. There are conflicting models out there for temperatures. It's all based upon this timing of the system Tuesday and Wednesday and how fast that cold air can retreat out of here. But the last 24 hours, it's showing that that cold air is going to retreat about as fast as it did coming in. So expecting a nice warm up and a nice weekend for next weekend. Let's see here. Let's take a look here at chat. Hey, Tim. Tribble. Good morning, you two. So let's take a look a little bit further out. So, I told you there were 2 or 3 storms that's going to be affecting us here over the next week or two. So let's take a look at those real quick. So we will take a look at, of course, this is storm number 1, and right here it's storm number 1. That's the one coming in Tuesday into Wednesday. And then we're going to keep going. Remember, March 5th, we saw, that's another one that I am kind of keeping my eye on. Right around March 5th for our next storm system to come through. And here we have storm system number 2. This is the one that we'll be watching from the 4th through the 5th. That could bring some substantial rains and maybe some severe weather. And again, there's a potential we could see some winter weather out of this thing too. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. That was number 2. And there's that winter weather that could be on the backside of that low pressure system we might have to deal with on the 6th. And then, of course, then we're going to move into probably the stronger one out of the 3 that has the best chance of effect just coming in right around the 10th. Now, this could have a mixed bag as well. This could have severe weather, a possibility of a major winter storm, big temperature contrast, and this is the 9th and 10th. This is storm system number 3. That we'll be keeping an eye on as it moves through west central Missouri. So the amount of rainfall, here just over the next 2 weeks, we could have anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is what the data is suggesting right now. So we are going into a very wet period. Probably not what a lot of farmers are wanting. They're wanting to get anhydrous on. They want to work some ground, and it's going to be hard between the wind and the rain here over the next couple of weeks to get a whole lot done. But we'll be keeping an eye on this and these storm systems as we get closer. So I do want to take a look. As you guys know, we were able to become corporate sponsors of the LRC and Weather 2020. So on Thursday morning at 11, I had a Zoom meeting with all the boys over at Weather 2020. and we got set up as corporate sponsorship. They taught me a little bit about the dashboard and what's going to be coming, what's going to be going on. Some new exciting things going to be happening here over the next few months. So the first part of the dashboard is up and running for us here at Subby's Weather Talk, and I will show you right now what that looks like. So this is our dashboard that we are able to utilize. You'll probably recognize a lot of these graphs that Gary has used in his videos. You can go anywhere in the world. So obviously, United States, you can pick any county in any state, and you can go daily, weekly, monthly. Now, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because I would like to do a live stream that goes into detail on the dashboard. Here in 2 weeks, the interactive map day-to-day 6-month forecast will be available for us. So what that means is if you have a certain event, say you have a wedding in August 7th, we can go to August 7th, go exactly where that wedding is going to happen, and we can tell you exactly what the percentage of rain is for the day, what the temperature, the high, the low. If it's winter time, we can tell you if there's a chance for snow that day. So that is going to be exciting for our room, and I am working on a system where you guys can shoot me an email, tell me what your dates of your activities are, or a certain range of dates. Say you're a farmer, you want to take a look at April, the month of April. You want to see when the wet days are, the dry days are. You can shoot me your email, and I'll send you all that information to your email to have at your fingertips. So very exciting stuff here that we're going to be doing. But just for example, I've got the month of March set up here for Henry County for a day-to-day look at what the LRC is predicting. And as far as high temperatures for the month, we're looking to run about 6 degrees above average in temperatures. If we want to take a look at day-to-day, right here is our day-to-day forecast for the entire month of March. So if you have something going on the 25th of March and say, hey, Subby, what's the temperature going to be on the 25th of March? We can give a great reading on what the temperature, if it's going to rain. This is a little bit more in-depth look than what the interactive map is, but it's going to be showing the same the same information, just a little bit easier to use for us. As far as precipitation, so this is for the entire month, remember. So I can put this out for the entire month, and we will see. Notice this is 100%. This is 100% of a 30-year average in precipitation. Obviously, if this graph goes above 100%, we're going to have, obviously, a wet day. If it's below the 100%, we know those are our dry days. So we know from the 7th of March through the 11th of March, that LRC and the recurring cycle, that is when we will see storm systems move across our area. And if you think back what we just talked about, we had those 3 storm systems moving in, and from around the 6th and 7th of March through the 11th. So that gives us a kind of a clue to what our long-range forecast is going to be. So obviously, if you're a farmer, you're taking a look at this. We're going to have a wet week, and then we're going to start to dry out. So we got to have a little bit of time for the field to dry. So probably right around the 16th, 17th, 18th. Looked like a good time to maybe head out to the field, try to do some cultivating. And because we're going to be going right back into a very wet 22nd through the 25th. And then we begin to dry back out again. So we can do this for the month of March. We can do this for the month of April, May, June, July, August, September. So just think of the possibilities to have this at our fingertips. So I am going to be working on something that I can post in our rooms and on our website, where you guys can shoot me an email address, tell me what rate or what date ranges you would like, and I can email all of the information over to you guys. So that is going to be coming here over the next week as soon as I get that. It's really going to be helpful when we get the interactive map, whereas I can just go click on the day and then instantly be able to give you the LRC forecast. So very, very, very exciting what this is going to do to really enhance the, I guess, the usefulness of Subby's Weather Talk. This can be used on the ag side. This can be used for planning purposes. I know a lot. We have several tow companies, landscapers that are here in Subby's Weather Talk. This would be valuable information for you for planning purposes, staffing purposes, ordering purposes. If this is winter time, if there's a chance for a snowstorm, ordering your ice melt, making sure there's enough staff to take care of a winter system. So there's so many different insights that you can gain from this that I want to share with you guys, because you, the members, and through your generosity of our fundraising drive, you guys are the ones that help pay for this. So I want to make sure I take this information and make it available to you as members of Subby's Weather Talk. So really exciting stuff coming down, guys, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of what is going to be available to us here over the next year because of your generosity here in Subby's Weather Talk. So there's so much more information on here that we can go over, from snowfall to one thing they are adding that I think will be very beneficial here in the next month is they also going to be adding wind. It doesn't sound like a lot, but just having the feature of average wind speeds for the month can be very beneficial also in those same categories we talked about. In the ag, if you're a landscaper, if you're a fishing guide on Truman or Smithville Lake or any of the number of lakes here in Missouri, that can be very beneficial for you as well. So that is something they're going to be adding here in the next month, and they have all kinds of ideas of other components that they're going to be adding here to our dashboard as we move forward. So just kind of a little bit of a recap, guys. I want to go over just our forecast here real quick. Beautiful today, 75, 78 on Monday, 82 on Tuesday. We have that system moving in Tuesday night. I'm keeping a close eye on right now. Right now, most of the severe threat is going to be in southeast Missouri, but we'll be keeping a close eye on that. And I will be up Tuesday night as this front moves through our area to make sure that the weather stays non-severe as it moves through our area. So I will be here monitoring that through the night on Tuesday night. Wednesday, take a look at the temperature. 35 degrees, from 82 to 35. So we're going to get cold again, guys, and it's going to feel a lot colder. So make sure the kids are bundled up Wednesday morning at the bus stop. We're going for an overnight low Tuesday night of 22 degrees. So make sure those kids are not in shorts and short sleeve thinking that it's going to be another 80-degree day, because it is going to be cold. Wednesday night, 21 degrees. Thursday, we start that rebound on Thursday. Sunny, 55. And then we will slowly be going up in temperature as we head into next weekend. Right now, Amy, no ice is what it's looking at right now. This is something it's going to really be day to day. The only thing that's keeping us from having any winter precip in West Central Missouri or severe weather is the data is suggesting a cap that's going to be in place that's going to inhibit any kind of cloud cover or rain or precipitation. If that cap begins to weaken, according to the data here over the next 48, 72 hours, we might instantly have to move into severe mode and the possibility of winter weather. But right now, I'm not seeing any problems on the roads for West Central Missouri. I'm sorry, Joe, man. I can't rework this thing. I wish I could. I wish I could. But if I have any advice, go out and enjoy today, Monday, and Tuesday, because nobody's going to like me come Tuesday night and Wednesday. Yeah, herding coming up. So that's a good point, Lucky. I mentioned this last weekend, I believe, when we were first talking about this storm system coming in. If anybody has any aches, pains, arthritis, migraines, you're likely already beginning to feel some of the effects. I mentioned last weekend that maybe Saturday night, today, go ahead and start taking your ibuprofen, take your medications, start to be pre-active in this, because this is a powerhouse of a storm, guys, and that's the reason why I'm treading this with caution, because if that cap should happen to break, or if that cap begins to look weaker, I might have to go back on live stream Monday or Tuesday morning, and we might have to sit there and in the snap of a finger move into severe mode and or winter mode. But like I said, it's been holding pretty steady, and there's a very, very strong cap in place for right now. So but this is a powerhouse of a system. We're gonna feel it. We are definitely gonna feel it. All you have to do is just take a look at those temperatures. When you go from 82 to 22 in 6 hours, there's going to be some hurting out there in the joints and the bones and the muscles. So make sure that you guys are taking precautions on that, because it's going to be a power. It's going to be a powerhouse, guys. You don't see too many systems with this much oomph behind it that's coming through. Opening day birthday forecast. Let's see. So the first, I believe, is on Friday. I think. Let me think here. So let's see, the 29th. So yeah. So the first is on Friday, Joe. I'm just going to jump over here real quick. Let's take a look at Friday. Use my LRC Weather 2020 dashboard here. see what the conditions are going to be down in Lebanon, Missouri on Friday. So right now it's looking like a decent day for opening day of Bennett Springs in Lebanon, Missouri. Looks like a high of 59 degrees and sunshine for opening day at Bennett. So sunny with a high of 59. Looks like 5 to 9 mile per hour wind, so you'll have a little bit of a breeze, but just that's actually about perfect. You can throw a sweatshirt on and your waders and be pretty comfortable out there in the water. Hey, thanks, Joe. You know what? Mom is doing absolutely fabulous right now. She is wearing my dad's slick. So she's been running everywhere. So she still has all kinds of energy, and she's been taking them to go eat. She's been on this kick for catfish, Joe. She's on this kick for fried catfish. They've been everywhere. They've been to Sedalia. They've been to Lincoln. They've been all over the place looking for good catfish to eat. And matter of fact, we got her set up for a catfish fishing trip on Tuesday. So she's really excited about that. She's gonna go out with a guide and go out and do some catfishing for herself to have her own catfish. So she's doing really, really good. So oh yeah, Mexican too. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dad's having a hard time trying to keep up with her. So she's doing really good. Thanks for asking, Joe. I most definitely will. I most definitely will, Joe. Make sure, and they're probably watching right now. So I think Dad head to church, but they're normally watching. He'll be watching this, so he'll get a kick out of that. Okay, guys. So I'm going to weather too easy for trap day. No challenge. Oh man, it's never a challenge for me anyway down there, Timbo. You know, being Wonder Boy, using my Wonder Bread, it's never a challenge. Go down, catch your 4 fish, go back, sleep, go get breakfast. I know I'm not going to be going down for opening. What about you, Tim? Are you going down for opening day? Let's see here. We have wondering what the 13th looks like. Well, let's just take a look. So let's see here. March 13th right now is showing about 55 degrees. 55 degrees for March 13th. And let's take a look at the precipitation here. So, yeah, it looks like that's the start of a dry period. So it does look like maybe a slight chance for some rainfall on the 13th. But right now it looks like around 58 degrees and looks like it's probably going to remain dry for that day. Got a kiddo flying into KC. Yeah, I don't think he'll have any problems on the 13th. It looks good. Looks good for the 13th, especially for a fly-in. There's about 4 different clicks that you do to find a say like for March 13th, wanted to know kind of what the weather's going to be. There's about 3 or 4 clicks here. So with this new interactive map, which I'll just bring that up. I'll give you a brief rundown here of what I am talking about as far as the interactive map. So the interactive map is going to be similar to this. Now, currently they have this on Weather 2020. It's a 3-month ahead forecast, and it will only show May. Anybody can go into weather2020.com and take a look at May right now. So as we go into March, then this will just be June that you're able to look at. But it takes a look 3 months ahead, and say you're flying into Kansas City, and you can click anywhere across the world that you want to. Say we're going to Kansas City. We'll go right there. Here's your forecast for the whole month. See how easy that is? So you go, say you're going for May 15th. You know that the high temperature is going to be 79. The orange here tells you above average for that time of year. The blues tell you it's colder than average for the time of year. So the 15th, above average, 79 degrees. Low temperature of 59 degrees. And the precipitation, very, very small chance of seeing a shower on the 15th. Hey, absolutely, Joe. Have a great day, buddy. Hey, if you're still on there, Joe, let me know if you make it down on Saturday and Sunday. Might even just take a trip down. It's only about an hour away. We'll take a trip down and visit. So this interactive map is gonna provide right at our fingertips for the entire year, anywhere in the world, any date, any time, the forecast for that particular day. Now, you know, they base all this on it's not a magic trick. They base this upon weather patterns in which and the influences of the weather, which the LRC is the biggest piece of that atmospheric puzzle that we're talking about. It's not 100% accurate. I'll be the first one to say it's not 100% accurate. But for the long range forecasting, it's sitting at about 80%, 82% accurate. In which, if you really want to get down to the analytics, the 3-day forecast put out by the National Weather Service is about 80 to 85% accurate. So if we're able to get that same accuracy 6, 8, 10 months down the road, that's huge. That is huge. So it's based upon yearly averages, the weather pattern, the cycle, and where that upper level air maps that we show, you put them right on top of each other on the same day of the cycle, and they almost look identical. So it's for planning purposes, to give you kind of a heads up of what you can expect anywhere around the world at any given time. A 80 to 85% accuracy forecast. So it's only going to get better from here on out. The amount of research and time, the methodology that Gary and his team have come up with is absolutely fascinating. So it's only going to get better. Our kids and grandkids are going to be using this same methodology probably to a greater accuracy here for years to come. All right, guys, that's about all I've got for today. I will be updating our website. I am going to be doing another video blog for our website this afternoon. I'm planning on spending most of the day today kind of analyzing this next storm system, putting out some blogs. So make sure through the course today you check out SubbyWeatherTalk.com, and we will be having new video news, the new podcast from Weather and Ag in Focus, group out of the Dakotas that I love dearly to watch and listen to on a daily basis. So a lot of updates going on on the website. And again, do not forget about our seminar March 6th at 7 o'clock at the Benton Center. Please register ahead of time. There's the email and phone number that you're more than welcome to get a hold of me at. Shoot me a message on Facebook. I just want to kind of get a head count. We've had several people so far register for this thing, so this makes sure we get enough chairs set up for everybody. But it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be informal. Want to be able to get all your questions and out there, and we will have some special guests that will be there. So it's going to be an exciting night, probably an hour and a half, depending on how many questions that people have. There'll be some valuable information for you guys to take home with you on severe weather safety. So I hope to see many of you there. Please register ahead of time or let me know you're going to be there and how many so that we can prepare. So thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Stay up on the updates. And again, we're not totally discounting the potential for severe weather or winter weather for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. As of yet, it does look like it is going to miss West Central Missouri, but I will be keeping a close eye. Make sure you keep your head on a swivel and stay here, and we'll keep you informed and protected here at Subby's Weather Talk. Thanks for joining. I'll be talking to everybody